corsairs of the Mediterranean to the bloodthirsty buccaneers of the Spanish Main. Okay, but as usual, most importantly, a sip of coffee first. Oh, that's very good. It's very cold at the moment, and so it warms my hands. I live in an old house, it's quite drafty. The heating isn't that great. So, a nice cup of coffee helps greatly. Okay, so let's begin. So on this page there are some illustrations. This is quite a gruesome one. It's actually half a skull, I think, in the top there. Now, what is this called? This is called an 18th century iron gibbet cage. So, used as some form of torture. And on this side we have a tricorn hat worn by stage pirate. And here we have a sword belonging to a 17th century Algerian corsair. And we have gold pesos and silver piece of 8 from Spain. And here is a late 17th century telescope with a tube of paper and vellum. And here are some rings. Now I'll have to apologise in advance that you may hear a barking dog in the background. Unfortunately it's just very random, it is, and there we go. It's a neighbour's dog, and there isn't a lot I can do about it. It just seems to happen every now and again. But we live with these things. So let's have a look at the contents. Move my coffee over to one side. We have robbers of the seas, pirates of ancient Greece, pirates of the Roman world, raiders of the north, the Barbary coast, the corsairs of Malta, the privateers, the Spanish Main, New World privateers, navigation and maps, the buccaneers, weapons, pirates of the Caribbean, women pirates, the Jolly Roger, treasure, piracy and slavery, life at sea, food on board, life on land, pirates of the Indian Ocean, desert islands, the French corsairs, American privateers, pirates of the China Sea, punishment, the pirates defeated, pirates in literature, pirates in theatre and film, and the index. So we will have a random look through, I think. Let's start with the robbers of the seas. Let's have a look. Who were the pirates? Daring figures who swooped on treasure ships and returned home with golden cargoes. corsairs were privateers and pirates who roved the Mediterranean. In the words of Bartholomew Roberts, all were lured by the promise of plenty, pleasure, liberty, and power. So let's have a look at some of the pictures. This one here, swashbuckling hero. A few real pirates lived up to their traditional swashbuckling image. Bold and brilliant Welsh pirate Howell Davis used daring raids to capture ships off Africa's Guinea coast in 1719. And here is a hard life for sailors of the 17th and 18th centuries. Life at sea was hard and dangerous, and like poor Jack in this poem, many never made it home again. Seamen were often tricked or kidnapped by press gangs into serving on men of war, where they were subjected to appalling conditions and harsh discipline. Compared to this, a pirate's life offered freedom and easy money, and many pirate crews were made up of formerly honest seamen. So there's a poem here called Poor Jack, but it's a little bit small, the writing. And here he is. Poor Jack going away to sea, perhaps never to return. And this is an illustration which says Rule of Terror. Pirates had a reputation for cruelty, which many of them encouraged. They knew that their victims would surrender more easily if resistance was punished by torture and death. The buccaneers in particular were notorious for their brutality. And here we have an 18th century cannon that belonged to French corsair René de Goy-Trouin. Says, danger signal. A cannon shot was the signal for a ship to show its colours or be treated as an enemy. Pirates often tricked their victims by running up the colours of a friendly nation. And this looks like a huge anchor, which it is. And these bits says barbed points are designed to lodge securely in the rigging of another ship. pirates of the ancient world did not build special vessels, but relied on what was locally available. They used all kinds of ships, but favoured light, shallow-bottomed galleys that were fast and easy to manoeuvre. If the pirates were pursued, their shallow boats enabled them to sail over rocks close to the shore where larger vessels could not follow. And here we have, now let's see if I can pronounce this, Sennacherib, scourge of pirates. Looks like it's here. Here he is, and his face has been defaced by an ancient vandal. In 694 BC, the Assyrian king Sennacherib ruled 705 to 682 BC. Above, waged war against Chaldean sea raiders who had taken refuge in his kingdom on the coast of Elam, at the northern end of the Persian Gulf. His campaign successfully ended this seaborne threat. Now this boat shape is a Mediterranean merchant ship. Ancient Greek trading vessels were no match for the sleek, streamlined galleys of the pirates who harassed them. Powered by a square sail, they were easily overtaken by the fast oar-driven pirate craft. And the holes in this hull is broad and rounded to provide maximum cargo space. It's a terracotta model of a merchant ship, 6th century BC. And here, silver shekels from the Phoenician city of Tyre. A hoard of silver. Phoenician ships carrying luxury goods around the Mediterranean were obvious targets for early pirates. If they were lucky, pirates might capture a cargo of silver from Spain, which was used to make Phoenician coins like these. Pirates in mythology. A Greek myth tells us of a band of foolish pirates who captured Dionysus, the god of wine, hoping to ransom him. But the god took on the shape of a lion, and the terrified pirates threw themselves into the sea. As a punishment, Dionysus turned the pirates into a school of frolicking dolphins, pictured in this mosaic. The same story appears in Roman mythology, but the god is called Bacchus. Let's look at Raiders of the North. Coffee first. Bobbing above the waves, the sail of a Viking ship struck terror into the people of 9th century northern Europe. It warned that dangerous Viking pirates would soon land nearby. These fearsome Scandinavian warriors preyed on shipping and raided villages far inland. Since ancient times, the coastal tribes of Scandinavia had lived by robbing passing merchant ships. When they began to cross the open sea, it was natural for them to pillage the nearest foreign coasts. Viking ships roamed the North Sea in search of plunder, spreading fear and mayhem wherever they landed. The Vikings were not the first raiders of the North, nor the last. As long as merchant ships carried valuable cargoes, pirates were never far behind. So, this is a battle axe and Viking arrowheads. The axe was the favourite weapon of the Vikings, in the hands of a seasoned warrior. The great two-handed, broad axe could fell a man with a single blow. For fighting at sea, Vikings preferred a medium-sized axe which was easy to handle when boarding another vessel. And it says here, silver decoration indicates that this axe was a symbol of prestige and power. That's quite scary. Face to face with pirates. For Viking warriors, glory in battle was everything, and the ferocity of their attacks became legendary. The wild appearance of the bearded Norsemen fueled their barbarous reputation. This fierce-looking Viking head was carved on the side of a wagon. Here this illustrates the Saxon threat. 5 centuries before the Vikings began to terrorise northern Europe, Saxon pirates from the Baltic Sea plagued coasts and shipping. The Saxon raiders forced England's Roman rulers to strengthen their fleets and fortify much of the eastern coast. Saxon ships, like the one above, had flat bottoms so that they could be rowed up shallow rivers for surprise attacks. The Black Monk. Legends tell that the 13th century pirate Eustace the Monk had formed a pact with the devil and could make his ship invisible, but his magical powers did not help when he dabbled in politics. Leading an invasion fleet against England, Eustace was caught and beheaded at sea. And here we have a Viking longboat. Oars for rowing into coastal waters and rivers. Steering oar. And prow shaped like a snake's head. Ship shape. The Vikings were master shipbuilders. Their later longboats were strengthened with keels to prevent them from breaking up in a strong sea swell, enabling them to cross the open ocean while other mariners hugged the coastline. Viking boats were also light, fast and easy to steer. Once, by foreign shores, the shallow-keeled warships could land almost anywhere. This combination of factors made Viking raids particularly devastating. Warships appeared as if from nowhere, and warriors stormed ashore with lightning speed. And here is a big rectangular sail for use in the open sea. Heads you lose. After a career spent menacing shipping in the North Sea, the German pirate Klein Henslein came to a grisly end. In 1573, he and his entire crew were beheaded in a mass execution in the centre of Hamburg. The sword-wielding executioner flicked off their 33 heads so quickly he was soon standing ankle-deep in the pirate's blood. Ooh, sorry about that. was how Columbus thought he could reach Asia by crossing the Atlantic. And this is a treasure ship. New World treasure was carried back to Europe in Spanish galleons. A galleon usually had a crew of about 200 men and an armament of up to 60 cannons. Although well built with a strong wooden hull and powerful rig, these great ships were difficult to manoeuvre, and in spite of their guns, galleons often proved no match for smaller, swifter pirate vessels. Therefore, as a safeguard, the treasure ships crossed the Atlantic in vast convoys of up to 100 vessels. Aztec treasure. The solid gold jewellery of the Aztecs, such as this lip ornament, was exquisitely beautiful. However, the greedy Spaniards crushed or melted most of it down to save space on the treasure ships. The voyages of Columbus. Seeking a western trade route to Asia, Italian-born navigator Christopher Columbus, 1451 to 1506, space expedition of 1680 to 82 along the Pacific coast of South America. His detailed journey of the voyage is one of the main sources of knowledge of buccaneering life. Cruel and bloodthirsty cutthroats. In the dangerous waters of the Spanish Main, life was cheap and the torture of prisoners commonplace. Nevertheless, the cruelty of the buccaneers became legendary. Latte, above, tortured his victims with grisly originality. On one occasion, he cut out the heart of a Spanish prisoner and stuffed it into the mouth of another. Oh, okay, that's pretty disgusting. The origin of the cutlass. Here we have a cutlass. According to legend, buccaneers in